Hello everyone, GRifFie in here. I hope you are all having a great day. And just before we get started, I would like to do a shout out to Jari, I believe I'm saying that right. If not, please correct me down, for offering to help me in Roblox Girl Garden. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. However, I still wanted to acknowledge them for their kindness and helping hand. So, the video you are all here for. What is this one oh so elusive mistake that I made playing Minecraft that I don't want you to fall into? Well, let me first explain using an example. Maybe your 10th, 20th, 30th, or even 40th Minecraft world if you're obsessed with making new worlds like I am. So you just gathered all your basic materials and you made a furnace, bed, chests, and your starter, or maybe your long-term base. Now you're sitting there and you think what to do next. Maybe you already have iron tools and armor. So what's next? Well, that all depends. Maybe you are an architect like me and you want to continue expanding your base. Maybe you want to progress and get a bow or diamonds and redstone next. You get your diamonds, or you accomplish, whatever your main goal is, and you reach your big future plan. But then, possibly like me, you are sitting there, imagining the B word no one else wants to utter in any game, especially Minecraft. Bored. You can try to build something cool, but you don't trust in your building skills. Maybe you're far off from or already have a full netherite set. So what do you do now? Maybe you don't care to slay the ender dragon. Maybe you already have. You feel that you've already accomplished or built or reached whatever metaphorical or literal summit you wish to achieve. You get bored, hop off, and like me, you may never return to this world, only to start the same cycle of progress and reach your best level really swiftly in every new world. You keep telling yourself that this is the world that is going to be the world, only to complete it and leave it once more. Now I know, this sounds like a really basic concept, like, oh well, just don't get bored. But it isn't that simple, of course. Now, there isn't much I can tell you to get you out of this pit, but there is something I can tell you. I'm going to show you how I got out of the same trap of boredom. So, starting out, right before you even begin the world, maybe you should just find a really wacky seed. Try something you haven't done before. Play a biome or world type you've never played before. Once you start the world, you don't immediately build a base however you did last time. Essentially, just go wherever the wind takes you. Change how you plan to build your base, set up a camp based on what happens in the moment. Maybe use new materials you've never used to build with before. I know, sounds basic and kind of cliche even. Similarly to saying, just try something new. Well, maybe this isn't helpful to you. You try to do something new every world, but it just doesn't work. You still see yourself falling into the same pattern as before. Well, there is something you can try. Now, I will be honest, this option does take more effort than just trying something new. Sheer willpower. When you feel you are losing interest in a specific world, just turn to the internet. Find something new to build. I promise you, in the enormous world of Minecraft, there is always something new to build or try. A new farm you have never heard of, building the new gear, or using the new block in your base in future builds from the new update. Even if you take a long break from your world, watch story-based or even modded videos on Minecraft to remind you and rekindle your love for this game, and remind yourself of why you adore it in the first place. Maybe download a mod or two even. Make the game a little more exciting if you feel you aren't as immersed as you were when you created your first world. Sometimes, it just takes a little more effort than we're used to. When you start to feel yourself falling away into the dark void that is boredom and loss of interest, just remember you have way more excitement and joy when you are playing the game compared to when you are just sitting around, moping around how you're bored and Minecraft doesn't excite you anymore, because it just feels the same every new world. Now we are nearly at the conclusion. However, if you still feel you're losing interest in Minecraft, then I'm sorry. I can't help you. Okay, I'm just kidding. The true last option I have for you today to avoid falling into the same trap that I did while playing Minecraft lies not in the game itself, but rather in other games. This is probably the most painful question us avid Minecrafters forget or do not want to face. Sometimes we just need a break. Try playing a different game. And that game doesn't even need to be a new genre. It could be just playing a different survival game, or sandbox too. Ark Survival Ascended, for example. I know I find myself playing it a few times if I ever lose interest in Minecraft. Then, when I stop my ASA session, I find myself with an intense excitement for Minecraft again. And truthfully, we sometimes just don't have interest in a game anymore. That's fine. On some occasions, we just want to like a game because we just have it. Maybe our friends have it and we don't want to be left out of the fun. So, if you ever find yourself losing interest in Minecraft, Try these 3 things we went over above, just to try and see if you can get your interest back. But the most important thing to remember is that it's okay to just stop. My only unmoving advice is to not let the overplaying of Minecraft, or a game that you are simply not interested in, spoil your love and your interest in the general gaming community. Everyone likes and tastes change over time. Just remember to let your mind change with your heart. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. I know this was just a while of me yapping your ears off to oblivion, but I truly stand by everything I've said. I wish that this video helps you out too. So remember to leave a like, subscribe, and comment what you want to see next. And I will see you, fantastic people, in the next one.